Okay, good morning. My name's Rachel and I'm here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. It's Friday morning. It's a couple minutes after 9 and we are here for our moderate flow yoga class that I typically teach at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness every Friday morning at 9. And as I'm logging into Facebook this morning, this is a new way of doing the live videos on the back end. So I hope that it's working. I don't know. I'm going to wait and see if you guys are logging in and if you can see me and if you can hear me okay. So if you are logging in, if you could do me a favor and just give me a comment and tell me that you can hear and see okay, because like I mentioned, this is a new way on Facebook of doing these live posts. So it looks a little bit different to me. And I just want to make sure that it's working properly before we get going. So we'll start in just a moment or so for our moderate flow yoga class. If you've been with us before, you're familiar with what to expect. If you're joining us for the first time, it's an hour-long flow class. We'll go from now until 10 o'clock. These classes are available under the video section of our Facebook page for you to watch at your convenience after class as well. They'll also be uploaded to our Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness YouTube channel, so you can check them out there. Yeah, so I can see that a couple of you are on. I'm still not sure if you can see or hear me okay, because like I said, it is a little bit different on this back end, so I'm really hoping that you are able to access this and hear. And I did notice on Wednesday that my mic was turned on but plugged into the wrong port of the camcorder. So I apologize for that. It was very echoey on Wednesday, and now I know. I won't do that again. Yes, it's working. Thank you, Joanne, so much. Joanne, if you would be my sound crew for just a moment, I'm going to step back and tell me if you can still hear me on the mic, and I'm hoping that I have this in properly. So I'm going to step back here. This is where we'll be doing the class, and hopefully you can still hear me good through the mic if we're doing our flow, and I'm hoping this works. It's so funny. This virtual world is like insane. So if you want to give me a little thumbs up or a little comment that the mic still sounds okay, and then I'll know once we start that we're good to go. For the 5 of you that are watching, thanks for your patience. Okay, Amy, thank you. All right, let's do it. Great. Happy Friday, Robbie. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, everybody. Great. So we're going to get going. So come into a comfortable seat. You don't need anything special today, so whatever you have nearby is great. You can just be on your mat. We'll do our hour-long flow, and I'll come check in with you guys at the end. So, okay, Joanne says it's great. Okay, this is great. Okay, so I'm so glad it's working. It's so funny. I thought we were good to go until I log into Facebook, and everything looks like 100% different than what it looked like on Wednesday. So, all right, mic's working. Facebook Live is working. Oh, you guys, I can't wait to be back in the studio with you again soon, hopefully. So until then, I'll keep working out the kinks. So come into your comfortable seat and let's get going. All right. Okay, here we are. So you can come to sit. And again, you don't need anything today, so whatever you have or don't have is fine. We're going to start with our meditation. So I always like to start my own personal practice with meditation. So whether I'm going to come into a vigorous practice or a gentle practice, it's a great way to ground yourself, to drop into the space, drop into your body, drop into your breath. Let go of anything that may or may not have happened before you arrived and anything that may or may not happen after you leave your mat today. So taking this time just to find that peace and center that we're all craving. So bring your hands to your legs and close the eyes and shift the seat, moving forward and back or side to side just to come into a comfortable place. And then eventually let's take a big breath in through our nose and let it out through your mouth. And do that one more time. Big breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. And one more letting go breath. Big breath in through nose. Out through mouth. Good. Breathe in through the nose. Hold when you get to the top of the breath. And through your nose, exhale, round the back, scoop the belly, draw that navel in, the tailbone under, the chin to the chest. Let's hold the breath out for a moment. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. Good. Inhale, float forward on the sitting bones. Lift the belly, lift the front of the body, lift the chest, the throat, the face. Exhale, roll it back, round your back, tuck the tail, scoop the belly. And take that one more time. So we're just working flexion and extension of the spine to start to open up. And exhale, release back. Good, lengthen your spine, send your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. And do that a couple times. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. And last time, big breath in. Exhale, release. Let the palms open up so they face the ceiling. Backs of hands touch the lap. And exhale, drop the chin. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. Good. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Open up, left side of neck. Turn the face open. And exhale, chin to chest. Come the other way. Bring the other ear to the other shoulder. Open up the neck. Exhale, chin to chest. Take it one more time, ear to shoulder, opening up the neck. Bring it back through center. And then last time, just this nice easy head circle, just to start to find our way into our body and then bring the chin back to the chest. Lift your head up. You can keep the eyes closed and breathe out where you are. Start to deepen the breath, breathing into the lowest part of the belly, the middle part of the ribs, the upper part of the chest. And exhale, release the chest. Relax the ribs, relax the belly. Hold the breath empty at the bottom. And then do that again. Fill up, fill the belly. Fill the rib cage, fill the heart and chest, all the way up to the very top of the breath. And exhale, let it go. Chest, ribs and belly, all the way to the very bottom. Continue that 3-part Dirga breath. As you're breathing, feel length and space in the spine from the base of the tail to the top of the head. Let the ribs lift up off the hips. Let the head lift up off the shoulders. And soften the edges of your face. So relax your forehead, your jaw, your eyes. See if you could soften the tops of the shoulders, the fingertips and thumbs. And just take a few steady breaths here. Noticing how your body feels, how the breath feels. Letting your mind rest on that wave or sensation of the breath. And taking a moment to tune in to whatever it is that you might be seeking today. As you start to slow down and become more mindful and listen to your own heart and your own body and your own mind, what do you need today? How can this practice help support you on the mat and off the mat? So you can show up as the best version of yourself today. The strongest, kindest, most loving, empathetic, present version of yourself. And then the next time that you breathe in, bring your hands to prayer. Let the palms touch. You can close your eyes if they're not already. Bow your head to your heart and just take a moment to seal in any intention that you'd like to work with today, of whatever that is you'd like to invite in through this practice. It could be a physical quality, a physical idea of strength, or a mental or spiritual idea of strength. Same thing with flexibility or balance, peace, ease, grace, whatever it is for you. Hold that in your heart. And then inhale, lengthen the arms up, lift them up, lift the face, open the eyes. Exhale, open the arms wide, bring the chin to the chest, interlace your fingers right behind your back. Press the fists down, open up the heart, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the chest. Exhale, release the gaze, release the hands, roll the shoulders up, back and down, press into the fingers, lift the heart. If you want to lift the hips up, lift the hips up, lift the pelvis, look up. And exhale, release, sit back down. Uncross your legs, put the other leg in front, and then take a big sun breath. Inhale, arms out and up, all the way above the head. And again, exhale, bring the hands behind you. Drop your chin, interlace your fingers. Press the fists down, squeeze the heart open, lift the throat, lift the face, look up. Exhale, release the gaze, release the hands, roll the shoulders. Press into your fingertips, lift the heart. If you want to lift the hips again, go ahead and float them up. And exhale, release, back down. Come to all fours. You can come over the shins or you could unwind the legs. You're just going to come into tabletop, so bring the hands in front of the shoulders and begin to swing the hips around in one direction. Nice big circles. Breathing into the outer edges of the body, inviting in movement in those places that might not moved around yet today. When the hips go to the back, swing them the other way. Good. And then take the hips right back to the heels, let the big toes touch. Widen the knees, extend the arms, drop the forehead, and take a rock side to side. Good. And start to be still in your child. Walk the hands over to the right, so you get a little C curve in the spine. And then when you get as far to the right as you comfortably can, drop the head back down and breathe. Good. Walk the hands back through center. Bring them all the way to the other side. Once they get there, drop the head and breathe into the opposite side of the waist and the ribs and the armpits. Good. Take the arms forward to extended child's. Roll forward through a cat pose. Bring the knees underneath the hips, so you're in tabletop. And just wag the hips a couple times, left to right, side to side, to feel that outer edge of the hip. Good. And then from here, just come into an easy cat and cow. Round the back, draw the navel up and in. Breathe your breath out, cat pose. And then inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, heart shines forward. Exhale, round your back to cat, navel up and in, tail and head drop. Inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, heart shines forward. This time as you round your back, you're going to come all the way to child's pose. So round the back and sink the hips back. Inhale all the way towards up dog. Send the hips forward, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale back to tabletop, curl the toes under, lift the hips, down dog. On an inhale, come back to table. Drop the belly, lift the tail like cow. Exhale, uncurl the toes, round your back through cat to child. Inhale through that relaxed upward dog, sink the hips, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, hips back, toes under, hips stretch high, down dog. Inhale, cow, knees drop, belly drops, heart and chest and tailbone lift. Exhale, child's. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's do that a couple times on our own, so you can follow along if you want with the movement and the breath, or just come into silence. Don't worry if it's right or wrong. Whatever you're doing is perfect. Whatever timing you're on is perfect. When you get to dog, let's hold. Spread your fingers wide and start to pedal out the feet. Press one heel, press the other heel. Just walk your dog. And then step the feet as wide as your mat in your dog. Once you get there, walk the hands back towards the feet. So you have a short, wide down dog, tailbone reaching towards the sky, head falling through the arms. Pause here or take the right hand to the left ankle and look underneath the left arm. Take a breath. Good, release that hand. Twist the other way, left hand to right ankle, look underneath the right arm. Hold. Good, release it back down. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. So you're coming to the semi-wide legged forward fold with the feet as wide as the mat. Shake your head yes. And shake your head no. Let your head hang heavy. Take a soft bend in the knees and hold opposite elbow. And then start to sway. So the right knee will bend, body goes to the right. Left knee bends, body goes to the left. And take that a few times. Good job. And then let's start to be still. If you're finding that sway, just hang out here for a moment. Arms hang around the head, holding elbows, that extra weight, just lengthening the spine, releasing any tension there. Anything you don't need, let it go. Good, release your hands off of your elbows, bend your knees, and slowly, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to lift. Big sun breath. Inhale, feet are still as wide as your mat. Exhale, hands to prayer. Close your eyes. Keep the feet that semi-wide legged stance. Take a deep inhale, pause where you are. And exhale, release your hands. You're going to take a sun breath where you are. Arms, feet are about mats with distance. And then sit into a semi-wide legged Utkatasana. So the feet as wide as the mat. Long line from hips to fingertips to pause. You could stay right here or bring the hands to prayer. Slide those prayer hands down to your heart. And then glue the elbows and the forearms together. Sink lower. Bring them into your third eye right between your eyebrows. That place of intuition. And pause. Breathing into the legs. Good. Inhale, straighten legs, straighten arms, stand up tall. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. On an inhale, take a flat back, bringing hands up to shin bones and pulling the head away from the tail. As you exhale, deep fold. Stay where you are, and then walk the hands back towards the top edge of the mat. So you're walking out to this semi-wide-legged plank pose. Press out through your heels, press out through your head, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the knees, bring the big toes to touch, sink the hips back, wide knee child's. Take a deep breath in and full breath out. Bring hands back underneath shoulders, press into your hands, roll up to sit on your heels. Knees hip width, inhale, stand on the shins, come on up. And exhale, hands touch your low back. Chin down, fingers down, elbows back. Lift the heart. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Tabletop. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees. Downward dog. Come on the balls of your feet. Lift your heels. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee. Look underneath the right arm. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, switch. Inhale, come on up. As you exhale, drop your heels, float your right leg up to three-legged dog, hip height, flex your foot, and roll your ankle. Roll your ankle the other way. Keep your legs straight, point your toe, lift your legs skyward. Open your hips. Maybe bend the top knee, let the foot fall back to your hip. Good. Kick it high to the sky. Exhale, knee into belly, flying plank. Bring the shoulders right above the wrists and hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take the knee across the body, point your toe, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take your knee to your outside elbow, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. Step or help this leg through. And drop your back knee. As you inhale, Anjaneyasana, knee down lunge, arms lift. You could look up through the hands. And exhale, dive forward, touch the ground or the blocks. Shift the hips back, straighten the front leg, walk your hands back and lengthen your spine. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, deep fold over the front leg to pause for just a moment. Good. Roll over the sole of the front foot again. Bend the front knee. Dip. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive and stay. Press into the left hand. Fingers are blocked. Reach the right arm out and up. You're going to hold here in this knee down lunge. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. You could pause here if you wanted more. You're going to bend that back knee, lift the back toe, and reach the top arm back. Maybe catch that foot. Hold. Good. Release the foot. Bring the front hand or top hand down to meet the ground. With the back toes curled, lift the back knee and step up. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold over the legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Palms touch. Hands straight through prayer. Close your eyes. Come back to any intention you're working with. Take a deep inhale. Breathe it into your whole body. Exhale, release your arms. Good. From the top, sun breath. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, hands to shins or fingertips to the mat. Exhale, deep fold. Step the right leg back to low lunge. Step the left leg back to low lunge and pause here, head in line with the heels. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale for right now, let's drop the knees, lift the tailbone, lift the heart, look up like cow. And try to lower knees, chest, and chin. So keep the hips elevated, point your elbows back, dip down. Press through, cobra pose. Uncurl your toes, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. And come up to dog. When you get up to dog, let's come on the balls of our feet again. Inhale. Exhale, left heel drops, right knee bends. Look underneath left arm. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Inhale up. Exhale, both heels drop, whole thing from the top. So you inhale, the left leg floats high. Roll your ankle. Roll it the other way. Keep your leg straight, point your toe, lift it skyward, open up. And then let the knee bend, let the toe fall back to the opposite hip. And inhale, lift it high to the sky. Exhale, knee to belly, flying plank, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take it across the body, hover, point your toe. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take it to the outside elbow, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. And then step or help it through. You're going to stay and drop the back knee. Pausing here. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Look up through the hands. Exhale, dive. Shift hips back, straighten the front leg. Walk the hands back, lengthen, breathe in. And exhale, deep fold. Hold there for a breath or so. Good. Roll over the sole of the front foot. Bend the front knee. Walk the hands back. Dip the hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. You're going to come to that on knee down, revolve lunge. Press into the right hand. Lift the left arm. Twist towards your front bent knee and pause. Take a deep breath. If you want more, bend that back knee more. Lift your foot. Reach the top hand back. Maybe catch your foot. Look towards your back foot. Hold. or release the leg. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, release the hand. With the back toes curled under, lift the back knee and step up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. And exhale through prayer. You're going to pause again. Take a deep in-breath. Exhale, release your arms. Let's step the feet together. Bend the knees, bend the hips into Utkatasana or standing squat. So you're in a low chair with feet together. Interlace your fingers above your head. Release your pointer. Slice your arms across your lap to the right side. Hold there. You could stay or place the palms together, then the elbows to prayer twist. So it would look like this. Right elbow's glued outside the thigh, palms are together, sternum's rolling up to the thumb, and you're looking up. If that's too much, interlace your fingers, point down at the ground, and look at the ground. Otherwise, palms together, looking up, breathing. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Point down at the ground. Inhale, slice the arms above the head. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. Inhale, lengthen flat back. Hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, deep fold. Right leg steps back. Left leg meets it. You could either drop your knees or keep them lifted. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower chaturanga or modify. Knees, chest, and chin or modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. If you're in up dog, be on the tops of the feet. Lift your knees, straighten the arm. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, balls of feet, heels lift. Exhale, right heel drops, left knee bends. Look underneath right arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both heels drop on your next inhale. Float the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or help it through, and you're going to stay. Anchor your back heel down. Lift your arms to frame your head. You're in Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands behind your back. Inhale, press fists down. Roll heart open. Look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips to either a flat back or all the way to humble warrior or ostrich pose. You're going to stay. I'm just going to switch so you'll be able to see. So stay right there. Pausing, breathing. Good. Arm bones pull you up. You're coming back to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Keep the hips square. Lift the arms. Straighten the front leg. Open up Warrior 2. Rearrange your feet. Have the front heel intersecting the arch of the back foot. Take a deep in breath. As you exhale, back hand touches the back leg. The top arm's going to come forward and down. Just a little different. Reverse warrior. Let it come forward and down to bend the elbow, touch the thigh, and swing the other arm in front. And let's try that again. So it's just a little different position of the arm. Top arm comes down and back. Bottom arm, let's reach it high. Top arm sweeps all the way around. Bend the elbow, forearm to thigh. Other arm sweeps down to come up. Top arm sweeps down to come up. Bottom arm all the way up. Let that arm circle around, bend the elbow, forearm to thigh. Top arm comes down to come up. One more time, down to come up. Top arm reaches high, and then let's straighten the legs, look up. As you exhale right into triangle, shift the hips back. Bring the front hand to the shin, the ankle, or the ground, coming into triangle and pausing. Straighten up the legs. Move the upper body back above the bottom leg. Take a few breaths. Good, let the top arm pick you up, bend the front knee, cartwheel back. And then this time, keep the front knee bent. You're gonna come all the way to side angle. You can either bring your forearm to the thigh or bring the bottom arm all the way to the earth and look up. You'll hold here, so we're gonna stay in side angle. You could take this top arm, keep it where it is, or wrap it behind your back to a half bind. Back of hand to touch the hip or the hip crease. If you want more, if you do a full bind, if that's in your practice, the bottom hand can come in front and you can wrap it underneath. You could reach for your fingers or your wrist and roll up and look up and breathe. Good. If you're binding, release. Top arm picks you up, reverse triangle, straighten your legs. And then open arms, shoulder height. Turn the toes forward, the heels back, bring the wrists right above the ankles. Arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to your back, drop your chin. Inhale, open up the heart, just like you did in that modified camel. And then dive forward, slide the hands down your legs. So you can catch the legs, the ankles, the outer edges of the feet. Maybe grab a hold of your big toes. Once you get in, lengthen out one time. Just breathe in and press the head away from the tail. And exhale, open the elbows, drop the head, melt there. Few breaths. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, bring hands to thighs, roll on up. Inhale, big sun breath all the way up. Exhale, arms shoulder height. Turn the front foot to the front. Bend the front knee, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a deep in breath. And as you exhale, cartwheel, front arm, back arm, pivot on the ball of the back foot. We'll take that revolve lunge again. This time the knee's lifted or drop it down. Left hand to ground or block, right arm lifts. Breathe in. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hand. We're stepping up to the top of the mat. So bend the back knee and step up. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, come up through Utkatasana, bend the knees, bend the hips, sit low. Straighten the legs, palms to prayer, bend the elbows, prayer hands to back ahead, lift the head. Straighten up, arms and head. And exhale through prayer, close your eyes. Just take a moment to settle back into the breath. Settle back into your body. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release the arms. Step the feet close together. And bend the knees, bend the hips. Utkatasana, chair pose. You're going to stay in that chair pose. Hold. Press the palms together, interlace your fingers, and slice the arms to the left now. So you're in this low, deep twist. You're holding. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. And you could hold there or bring the hands to prayer. So bend the elbows away from each other. Roll the sternum up to the thumb. Point the bottom elbow up, the top elbow down, or bottom elbow down, top elbow up, and breathe. Looking up or looking down if it's too much. Fingers are interlaced, arms are straight, you're looking down. Hold here. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands, interlace your fingers, point at the ground. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen again, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, deep fold. Left leg steps back, right leg follows. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower chaturanga, knees, chest, and chin, or modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come into your calf press, lift your heels. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath the left arm. Inhale, rise. Exhale, switch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both your heels drop like we did on the other side. The left leg's going to float up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step or help it through. Hold when you get there. Anchor your back heel. Come up to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, arms open, interlace fingers. Stay there, press the fist down, open the heart, look up. And dive into your humble warrior. That could be a flat back, or that could be all the way to the inside edge of that front foot. You're going to stay, so take a few breaths. I'm just shifting my position so you can see. So you're into your humble warrior, and you're breathing. And then the arms are going to pull you up back to warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1, release the hands. Hold here, deep breath. Good, straighten the front knee. Open up warrior 2, reposition the feet, hold. Take a deep in breath. Full out breath. On an inhale, reverse your warrior. Pause. Now we're going to take this top arm, we're going to sweep it like all the way around, down in front of the body, bend the front elbow, other arm sweeps down to come up, side angle. And now that arm is going to sweep down to come up. Top arm will reach high, reverse triangle. Good, reach that arm all the way down and through. Bend the front knee, bend the front elbow, sweep down. I think we took that to reverse warrior, so let's keep the bend in the front knee. Top arm sweeps down and through. Bottom arm lifts high. Top arm sweeps all the way around. Knee is bent, bottom arm sweeps up. Good. Top arm sweeps down and through. Bottom arm lifts up. Take it all the way around. Bend the elbow. Come back. Sweep it down and through. And then this time straighten the leg. Take that little break. Now open arms up, shoulder height. Look this way and come into triangle. So bump the hips back, slide the arm forward. Bring the front hand to the shin, the ankle, or the ground. And look up. As you pull the shoulders and the ribs back above that front straight leg. If it's hard to look up, look down. Breathing here in triangle or trikonasana. Strong leg. Good. Pull the top arm up. Bend the front knee. Reverse warrior. Open arms, shoulder height. Turn the toes forward, the heels back. Bring the hands behind you, touch your low back, and then lift the heart, look up. Exhale, slide hands down the legs, all the way to catch the ankles, the feet, the outer edges of the feet, grab the big toes, whatever you can grab a hold of, and then lengthen out. Take one big breath to straighten, and then exhale, deepen, and breathe. Good, lengthen the spine, long straight back. Bring hands to thighs, bend the knees, press into the thighs to roll up or lengthen up. Take a big sun breath. And exhale, open shoulder height. Turn the front foot forward, bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight. Come back to side angle. And now your choice here is to stay or to take that bottom arm and bring it right to the ground outside that foot. On the ground of the block. And then the top arm could sweep behind you. You could take a half bind, back of hand to back of body or to hip crease, inner thigh. If you're going for the full bind, the left hand can come inside. You can wrap it underneath, grab your fingertips or grab your wrists, and roll the heart open and look up. And breathe. Good. If you're binding, release. Come back, reverse triangle for a little break. Straighten the legs, tip it back. And then we're going to cartwheel through. So bend the front knee, warrior two, all the way down. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. Press into the right hand. Lift the left arm. Revolve your lunge. Hold. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release that hand. Back leg. Steps up to meet the front leg. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Bend knees, bend hips. Utkatasana, all the way to chair. Stand up, Tadasana. Palms together, elbows bend, hands and head drop back. Inhale up. And exhale through prayer. Just close the eyes and pause. Come back to your intention and your breath. Take a deep inhale. Staying there, full exhale. Let's take another deep inhale and exhale. And just noticing how you feel. Take one more deep breath in together. As you exhale, release the arms. Take a big sun breath. As you exhale, swan dive, you're going to stay at the bottom. Inhale halfway up, and then wiggle your feet as wide as your mat. So touch the ground, wiggle your feet as wide as your mat. I'm going to switch this way, so feet as wide as your mat. Heels in, toes out, and bend the knees and sink the hips. So we did this last week, and we worked on it this week too, or in earlier classes. So you're coming into malasana or garland pose. It's a deep squat. So you can start to work the hips down. right between the feet. And maybe the heels touch, maybe they don't. You could always put a rolled blanket underneath the heels or your mat. You could also put something underneath your hips to support your hips. And then if you feel okay, bring the hands to prayer right in front of the heart and sit up tall. Maybe close the eyes. Good, and just breathe into the hips, breathe into the low back. And release the hands. You're going to walk the right hand out to the right corner, bring the left hand to the heart, and then lift the left arm. If you want to bind like we did last week, turn the bottom thumb under, turn the top hand to the back, bend the elbows, and just wrap everything behind and try to catch the fingers or pretend that you can grab the finger. Good. If you're binding, unwind. Back through prayer, and then just switch to the other side. Left hand comes down, right hand to the heart. Stretch the right arm high. You could pause there, or internally rotate and wrap bottom hand, internally rotate and wrap top hand, grab fingers or wrists, and pause. Good, release, stretch out. Hands back through prayer, you're almost done. Hold here, you're doing great. If you need to come out, come out. Take a deep breath. Good, and release the hands. Inhale, straighten the legs, widen your stance, wiggle your feet right off the mat. Nice wide-legged forward fold, and shake it out, shake the head. Just relax, shake it left to right or up and down. Arms could stay extended, or they could stretch out like dog, or they could reach through the legs, palms down, couple breaths in your version of a wide-legged fold. Good. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders, lengthen your spine so you can wiggle your feet back onto the mat, hip width. And now with these hip width feet, you're going to come to another low squat. So bend the knees, take your time if you have any issues with the knees or the ankles. You're going to come right down onto the balls of the feet, and we're going to squat here. Wiggle your feet together so you're just kind of like one leg, one strong solid base here. Bring the hands over to the left. So this is option one. You're just kind of taking a little twist here. You're working that deep bend in the knees and the ankles. You're working that twist. You're opening the right side body. I'm just going to scooch up a little bit here. So if you have practiced with me before, you might know where we're headed. So I'm going to take you into a side pro, just another arm balance. So if you are into arm balances, which I know some of you are, I want to offer that to you today. So to do that arm balance, if you want, you're going to plant your hands on the ground, and you're going to lift your hips, and we're bending our elbows back like to create a shelf like chaturanga. So you come on up, you bend your elbows back, and then you lean the outer edge of that left leg onto the arms. And that might be enough. If you can get into that, that's awesome. And if you're still there and you're like, want more, wiggle the feet away. So you're just on the tips of the toes. And then maybe lift the toes and balance. If you want to take a split, you can take a split. I'm going to stay here. Take a deep breath. Good. Exhale, release the feet. Come on up and come right to the other side. How'd you do? Good? I bet it was awesome. You're doing great. I'm so glad you're here. Karen calls this class Fun Fridays, right? So it's for all the ladies that come usually on Fridays. We try stuff a little bit different than we might normally do. So Fun Fridays, here we are. Hands are on the other side. You're going to pause. Step one would just be that twist. If you want more, come on the palms of your hands, elevate your hips, bend the elbows back like chaturanga, lean into your arms. So you really plug the weight into the arm bones, and then you just start to slide the feet out from under you. Keep the head lifted, even though you're looking down, and balance. If you want to split, split, and release. Bring the hands back through center. Let's stand up tall again in a forward fold. Just drop the hips, or drop the head, lift the hips, wiggle the feet wide one more time. Shake it yes. Shake it no. And let's ring it out. So bring the hands underneath the face, lift the left arm out and up, come high, and the right fingers ring out. And exhale, release. Bring out the other way, inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Last time, wiggle the feet back on your mat. You're doing awesome. Step the right foot back, land on the right knee. Step the left foot back, land on the left knee. Keep the hips high and melt into puppy. Stretch the arms forward, drop the chest. Bring either the chin or the forehead to the mat and breathe. Good job. Good, let's shift to our bellies. Let's come belly down. Make a pillow for the head, stack the palms of the fists, bend the knees, toes up, and windshield wiper the legs. Circle the shins one way. And circle the shins the other way. Good, send the legs long. Just let the big toes touch, let the heels separate. Take a moment to just land and breathe into the low back. Good, straighten out the ankles. Bend the right knee so the toe comes up to the ceiling. Turn on to the left side of the face, so you're looking in the direction of that bent knee. Take the right arm, free it up, and reach it back towards your foot. You could hold the outer edge or the inner edge of the foot, if that feels okay, or even the top of the foot. And then pull the heel towards the bottom. So I kind of have the top of the foot. My fingers and hands are wrapped around my toes, the top of the foot. The heel presses towards the bottom. Press your hip bones and pubic bone towards the mat to intensify this. You could turn your head back onto the forehead and just pause. Good, either stay or press the foot into hand, hand to the foot. Now I'm switching to the inner edge of the foot and lift the chest, lift the foot to half bow. I'm holding the inner edge of the foot. You could hold inner edge, outer edge, or top of foot. Take a breath and lower. And release that foot. Hand comes back underneath forehead, left knee bends. Turn onto right side of face so you can free up the left arm and catch your foot. Outer edge, inner edge, or top of foot. Press the heel towards your bottom. Maybe turn your head back to neutral. Press the front of the pelvis towards the ground to get that big stretch in your quadricep. And breathe. Good, stay here. Or come up to half bow. You'd press foot into hand, hand into foot. I'm just going to slide my hand to the inside edge of that foot. Come up onto your forearm. Lift the chest, half bow pose. And exhale, lower. Now, if you'd like, you're going to bend the other knee and grab both feet. Grab the tops of both feet, the outer edges of both feet. If that's too much, straighten the legs. You're going to come to locust. So either hold the feet or come for locust. Inhale, lift. Feet into hands, hands into feet. Press pubic bone and hips into the ground. Lift the chest. Breathe. Take another deep breath. Exhale, lower down. Release your feet, hands underneath shoulders. Come back to child's. Arms extend or arms alongside body. Let the belly and the chest rest on the thighs if that's comfortable. Backs of hands to the ceiling and take a couple breaths here. Good. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Press into the hands. Roll up to sit on the heels. And then just take the hips off to the side. Swing the legs around to the front. Scoot your body forward. So in the essence of time, we're going to make our way onto our mat and just maybe take a quick little twist before we come to Shavasana. Lower your spine down. Tuck the tail. Scoop the belly. Good, all the way down. And then stretch yourself out. You did great. Extending arms and legs and just feeling that energy and vitality and aliveness in your body that you're cultivating through this practice. Hold the knees or the shins or wrap the arms around the legs and rock side to side. Bring your hands onto the tops of the knees and circle your knees around. And circle them the other way. Bring your knees into the belly, open the knees apart, soles of feet touch, hands slide down the shins to catch the ankles, the feet, or the outer edges of the feet. Pull the feet in towards the groin, separate the knees wide so it's like a bound angle or Baddha Konasana. Keep holding the feet or grab a hold of the big toes and come up to happy baby. Bend your knees, bring your ankles above the knees and rock. Flex your feet. Good. Come to stillness, bring the feet towards each other. Hands back to knees, knees together. Feet come to the mat, arms open to T. Right leg over left, inner thighs touch, right into your twist. Press into the bottom foot, hips to the right, you're more on the left hip. And then bring the knees over to the left and turn your head to the right and take a couple breaths. Good. Bring the knees back through center. Press into the bottom foot. Shift the hips back and unwind the legs. Left leg over right. Press into bottom foot. Scooch the hips to the left. You're more on the right hip. Knees come to the right. Head turns to the left and breathe. Good. Come back through center with the knees. Press into the bottom foot to shift the hips back. Unwind the legs. Step the feet as wide as the mat. Let the inner thighs and knees drop together. Slide the arms like Shavasana. Bring the hands to the belly or bring one hand up to the heart and just take a moment to land here. Take a moment to connect back to your body and back to your heart. Just breathing here, settling in. In the beginning of our practice on Wednesday, I shared a quote by Mother Teresa, and I'm paraphrasing here, but basically she says, I used to think that prayer changed everything or changed things. And now I know that prayer changes us so we can change things. So just taking this time to let this practice be a prayer for yourself, a prayer that will allow yourself to be more compassionate, more empathetic, more understanding, more peaceful, more grounded, more present, so that we can show up best in our own lives and in effect raise our vibration and raise the vibration of those around us. And then when you're ready, just open the knees slightly so you can extend the legs forward for Shavasana. Let the arms come off the body. Let the backs of the hands touch the ground. Let there be space at your armpit. Close your eyes. And allow yourself to rest. Feel your breath soften. Let your body relax. Allow your mind to settle. Feel the forehead and eyes and jaw soften. Let your heart be wide open, giving love, receiving love. Feel the arms and legs long and relaxed all the way down to the fingers and the toes. Belly gently rising and falling with your effortless breath. Upper body relaxed. Lower body relaxed. Your whole body relaxed. Good. Stay for just a moment or so longer in stillness and silence. Letting yourself take in the gifts of your practice and whatever you need from this morning. And then if you'd like to come out, just start to let your breath deepen. Start to tune into the outer edge of the body and maybe bring movement into the fingers or the toes. And with the eyes closed and the body relaxed, make your way onto either side to come into a fetal pose. Bring the knees into the belly, bring the arms into the chest. And take a moment to rest. Take your time to come back up to seated. You can press the ground away. As you come to sit, find cross legs or any other variation. Turn the palms open, backs of hands to lap. Reconnect to your breath. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. And your next inhale, bring hands to prayer in front of the heart. Let your palms meet. As you exhale, bow your head to yourself and back to any intention you created today. We'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, to seal in our practice and intentions. Starting with a letting go breath. Take a deep inhale. Exhale a sigh. And we'll begin. Deep breath in. As your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you very much for being here today, for sharing your practice. I wish you a beautiful day and a fantastic weekend, and I can't wait to see you again real soon. So take care, be well, enjoy the sunshine if you can get out in it today. So I'll see you guys real soon. I'll be back tonight at 5:30 for candlelight yoga, and then Monday morning at 9. So take care. I'll talk to you guys later.